Hey, what's up YouTube? It's your favorite freight dispatch trainer, Antoine West, back at you guys with another video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button right now and hit that notification bell so you get all my latest updates. I got some new content coming for you guys, dropping straight gems, because the thing that I know why a lot of times a lot of your businesses aren't succeeding, it isn't because of the process of dispatching. It's not because of the process. It's more because of the business process, you know? So you need to take your attention so much off the process of dispatching and put your attention on the process of being a business person, because where you're slacking at is sales, marketing, basic business skills. You know, I'm about to go to the beach, about to hit a 2-mile run. But the thing about running in the mornings, running before I get started with my work, is I go to market winning. You know, the most important thing for you to do in your company is go to market winning. That means go winning. Whatever you do, whatever business idea you're trying to come up with, whatever you're working on in your business, you know, whatever you're trying to convince your customers to buy, you're trying to get them to buy into you. So you need to go to market winning. You need to always have your spirits up. You need to be happy. You need to have joy about what you're wanting to manifest, you know, what you're wanting to manifest, to create into your business. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to create something, when you have something in your thought process about your business and you're trying to create it, manifest it into the world, you got to keep your spirits up. You can't be thinking bad about it. You can't be talking bad about it, because you know what? When you open up your mouth to talk to your customer, they're not going to believe you. They're going to see that you don't have any confidence in what you're talking about. That's why the first step to confidence and the first step to sales is to go to market winning yourself. What's up? So YouTube, real quick motivation before we head to the beach, because like I said, you got to keep your spirits up. You got to do things in life that makes you happy, you know, that you feel happy on the inside, that motivates you, you know what I'm saying, that motivates you to go further in life. So I want to tell you guys a true story here real quick. When I used to work jobs, I was working like paycheck to paycheck. I never thought I could get a job that paid me enough money for my value. That's how I felt when I worked a job. I don't care if you pay me $8 an hour, you pay me $80 an hour. The way I'm going to feel like there's not a job out there that's going to pay me enough value for what I have to bring to the table. You know, and that's fine. That's not the job's fault. That is my fault. The reason why that's my fault, because I realize my own value. I know how valuable I am, and that's not a job's fault. It's not the job's responsibility to see my value. It's my own job. That's my job in life, to recognize my own value and manifest that value out into the world. You know, and that's what business owners do. That's why I'm a capitalist. That's why I love the capitalism system, because in the capitalistic system, you have free will to open a business, to get out there and hustle, to make money. It doesn't matter how much it is, you know. A lot of people say they want to start off making $100,000, you know. That's what I said. I only wanted to make $100,000 when I first started this business, you know. I had no clue I would get to where I'm at now in life. But true story, when I was working those jobs, I was praying for more income. I was praying for more money. I used to pray to God every night that I just wanted more money. You know, I need more money. This isn't enough. This isn't working. Then one night, God gave me the answer. Look, this is what he told me. I feel like this is what you guys need to do too. Giving is receiving. You need to offer your value to receive. You offer your value. You offer your value. You go within yourself, you offer more value to the world. You manifest more value into the world. If you want more money, you concentrate on your own value. Keep your mind at home on what you can manifest into the world. Because true story, you want to know what the true story is? Everything you see, everything you buy, it doesn't matter what it is, that's somebody else's manifestation. That's somebody else's value. That's what we're doing. We're trading our value with each other. Everything that you see, cars, houses, it's just made up by someone else. And they attached a price tag to it. They said, this is my value, this is what I'm offering you, and this is the price tag. This is what I'm going to charge for my value. And that's great, that's business. So what you need to do, you need to start your own business and concentrate on what you can manifest into the world. That's keeping your mind at home and what you can manifest, what you can charge somebody for. You know, inflation's high, fuel price is high, but what do? You start a business. You start a business that increases with inflation. That's what business owners do. We're just not sitting around, we're thinking, we're using our mind. We're looking at the world, we're seeing the problems. We're seeing the problems with the money supply. We go in our own mind and we ask ourselves, what value can I manifest into the world right now for profit? If you guys need anything, go to my website, AntoineWest.biz. Cloudy day here at the beach, but this is the best time to run. If you're not signed up for my Nike running challenge, make sure you hit the link below this video to make sure you sign up today, for that challenge. I'm doing a Nike running challenge all this month in June, so you guys can actually run with me wherever you at. You guys can get your run on too. And I'm doing this so our spirits, we can keep our spirits happy, stay positive, things like that. And for me, like running, working out, when I'm doing that, I'm moving faster in business, I'm moving faster in everything I do. So make sure you hit that link below to sign up for my Nike running challenge. But I want to talk to you guys a little bit about fuel prices before I get on this run. But as we know, fuel prices are killing the trucking industry. A lot of trucking businesses are failing, they're going out of business because of these fuel prices, because they're not realizing enough profit, because of the fuel prices. But what you need to really know is certain rules in business. So you have to follow certain rules in business. And one of them is you don't look into what you don't want. So with fuel prices, there's no way me and you, we can change fuel prices. A dispatcher, a truck driver, a trucking business owner, we're not going to get fuel prices to decrease in any way, shape, or form, except for something small like a fuel card. You know what I'm saying? So your driver should already be on a fuel card anyway, something that offers them a discount, and then a fuel card where when you stop at certain truck stops, you can save even more money at the pump. You know what I'm saying? So in my training program, I'm going to set you up with my fuel card partner. You're going to have a one-on-one consultation just about fuel with my fuel card partner. And you're going to be talking to them, and they're going to teach you how to offer the fuel card to your owner operators to save them money if they need a fuel card. But besides that, when it comes to fuel, how to solve the fuel situation is you look towards increase. You look for ways to increase revenue in your owner operator's business. If you're a dispatcher, if you are an owner operator, or you have your own trucking business, you focus your attention on increase, because there's always ways to increase profit in your business. Because if that wasn't true, if you have a trucking business and you say there's no way that you can increase your profit, that's like saying there's no way trucking can increase its profit. This is like an $850 billion business, and where that $850 billion is coming from dispatchers like us running trucks, running owner operators, generating revenue. It's coming from owner operators driving their own equipment, generating revenue. It's coming from company drivers driving for a company, generating revenue. That's where the revenue is coming from. So there are always plenty of ways to increase your profit in your trucking business. One of them is getting contract loads, getting direct shippers. The pay for contract loads has really risen. Even as a dispatcher, you can go out, you can talk to these shippers. Tip and secret: my first week of dispatching, I was already out doing walk-ins, talking to shippers. I wasn't even on the phone. I was doing walk-ins, hundreds and hundreds of shippers per day, running across the city. You feel me? Running across the city, building my business. I was doing walk-ins, just walking in there, talking to shippers. What can you lose? Owner operators, if you want direct shippers, what can you lose? When you out there after you dropped off a load, if you got time, or sometimes, depending on the city where you're going to, if it's somewhere that you want to get direct shippers out of, when you drop off a load, don't even work no more. Take a day or two off, get a hotel, take a day or two off of driving, just to go out there and be looking for direct shippers. You got to be different. That's a way to increase your profit. You know, you can be doing that everywhere you go, owner operators, dispatchers, everywhere your owner operators go. You can be calling for direct shippers in that area. Hey, but check this out. I'm about to get on this 2-mile run before it starts raining on me out here. But like I said, click the link below. Get to my Nike running app challenge. You know what I'm saying? You can run with me from wherever you at. We go do just a couple miles a week for this month. We just starting out. But make sure you hit that link below to sign up for my challenge. A little while in, we keeping them spirits up. Got to keep them spirits up. Look at that beach. Now, you can't beat it. This is what I live for. This is what I live for. I remember working, rushing into work, traffic. I always got to rush. I'm like, want to own my own business, wake up, do things my way, run from the beach. That's why you set a goal in your mind and you really believe in that. Excuse me. With every sale you have, anything you do in your business, you put a goal in your mind of what you want. This is more important. You got to see where I'm coming from. You put your desire on your mind, what you want, how you want to live your life. And then your whole business will run off of that. You know what I'm saying? Your business will work for you to get what you want. You're the CEO. Let's go. If you can't run the whole time, walk. But keep moving. You know, stay in the fight, just like your business. Some people might not run the whole time. Nobody runs the whole time, believe me. So don't worry. You know, you might have a setback or two. Take your time, walk, figure things out. You know, I had an important message when I first joined the United States Army. I had my drill sergeant. He said something to me that I'll never forget. He said the U.S. Army never retreats. They never retreat. If the U.S. Army is overwhelmed, they do one simple thing. They simply break contact, resupply, regroup, come back, and destroy the enemy. And that's what you have to do in your business. If you have a setback, just chill out some. You know, you regather your mind, regather your thoughts. You know, do some things to get you on track. You feel me? So there's nothing wrong with that. There's no mistakes in business. Business owners, we don't believe in mistakes. Mistakes are a lie. Why mistakes are a lie? Because mistakes are to learn from. You learn from mistakes. You're happy for your mistakes. Your mistakes are your biggest blessings because you can have a mistake, learn from that mistake, and you can use that to get you further in life. That's what I do. I've made plenty of mistakes, but you use those mistakes to get you further. You turn those mistakes into a blessing. You know, you turn those mistakes into something bigger. So there's no setbacks. In the U.S. Army, there's no setbacks. Like I said, if you're being overwhelmed, you simply break contact, regroup, resupply, come back and destroy the enemy. That's what you have to do in your business. You know, that's an important military lesson I learned. I use a lot of the military in my business, in my life. And that's what gets me further, you know, because I rely on myself. I don't rely on outside factors because I'm in charge. You're in charge. You're in charge of your life. You're in charge of your business. You know, stop putting power in other people, you know, saying that you can't do it. Stop listening to other people. Listen to yourself. And when you speak to yourself, the only thing you ever tell yourself is you can do it, because that's the truth. Anything else is a lie. All right, so what's up? I'm all done with my 2-mile run. I went just a slight bit over. You know, it's always important to push yourself a little bit past your goal in everything you do, or set your goal higher. You know, if you have a goal, kick it up a few steps higher than your actual goal and look towards that. You know what I'm saying? So if you miss, if you fall short, you'll still end up hitting that goal, that concrete goal. But really that lower goal, that's not really the goal anyway. Just forget about that. Just aim high. That's what I'm saying. Just aim high. But I got that 2-mile run complete. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to swing y'all through my Airbnb. You know, I want to show y'all around the Airbnb a while. And the reason I want to do that for motivation, because for you starting a dispatch company, or if you're starting like a trucking business, what you need to know is that you need to reinvest your profits. You know what I'm saying? Money doesn't like to sit still. Money is energy. You got to keep it flowing to make a lot. So what I did when I first started my dispatch business, I knew owner operators were having problems like with fuel, just like they are today. And I knew that they would worry about that too much and miss out on other ways to increase their profit. So I used this to my advantage. And one thing that you need to do, you need to have business intuition. You know, you need to see problems before they occur, like these fuel prices. You need to see them before and set your business up to handle them before they occur. And ways I do that is when I'm making profit, I reinvest my profit back into that business or other sectors of my business. So just like my Airbnb I'm about to take y'all to, this Airbnb is under my dispatch business name. My freight dispatch business owns this Airbnb, you know what I'm saying? So I reinvested, I made cash flow with owner operators, you know what I'm saying? Increasing their profit, you know, like I said, giving is receiving. You know, I gave them advice, I gave them knowledge, so their business profits can increase, so they're willing to pay me money so my business profits can increase. And then I take that money and I invest it into other income generating ideas like Airbnb. So a lot of people, you might not, all this lines up, you might not think it all goes together, but everything I say goes together because it's all business. You know, like I tell you guys, I'm just not some regular dispatch person, trainer, just selling dispatch trainings. No, that's not me. I'm going way over and beyond. This is real business with dispatching, with trucking businesses. The reason why a lot of trucking businesses is failing is not because the rates, not because of fuel prices, because trucking businesses owners don't know how to reinvest their profits. A lot of businesses wouldn't be in business if they just made profits and that's it. Insurance companies would be out of business if they just took the money you pay them for premiums and that was it. No, here's the secret. This is what insurance companies do. They take your money that you pay them for premiums, they take that money and they reinvest it into stocks, bonds, cryptocurrency, other businesses. And that's how insurance companies are so wealthy. That's why they have so much money, not because of profits alone, but because of reinvesting their profits. That's what the whole trucking business is missing. If you guys need anything, go to my website, AntoineWest.biz. But I'm about to go back through the Airbnb, back through the house, give y'all a tour. You know what I'm saying? Use this as motivation because it all came from freight dispatching. It all came from cash flow from my freight dispatch business. So it's a lot of owner operators on the road that have places back home sitting empty that they can put on Airbnb. I have a proven strategy, you know, for truck drivers that want to put their place on Airbnb. Matter of fact, the first person I've done this with just happened to be a random person, a place where I had an Airbnb making about, you know, $8,000 per month off this Airbnb. I happened to meet a truck driver that stayed in the building, and I put him up on Airbnb, you know, so he can have his place on Airbnb while he's out on the road, you know what I'm saying? And that's I just did that as a favor for him, but that's one of the ways that turned me on to start telling my owner operators about Airbnb. So it's a lot of truck drivers. Everybody can't do this, but if you're a truck driver, if you're out there, if you have a place that you just have sitting empty and you're paying for while you're on the road, I would suggest that you put that on Airbnb, because even if you just make $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month off that place, that's a lot of money added on to what you're already making in trucking. And that's how you can help defeat these high fuel prices. Talking about the fuel prices is never going to help anything. You have to think of creative ways inside your own business to make more profit, like put your place on Airbnb. And like put your place on Airbnb. And I know some other truck drivers, you can't, you know, you might have, you know, family staying back home, but what you can do is take your profits from trucking and reinvest them into Airbnb or, you know, short-term rental. So go and get another place, you know what I'm saying? I can teach you how to do that. If you guys need any help with that, I'll teach you during my mentorship programs. But truck drivers, owner operators have to start thinking about creative ways to make more money within your own business. There's no use of letting your place sit empty while you're out on the road. By putting your place on Airbnb, that's a way to make passive income. So when you're out on the road, you're going to be making additional money without having to do anything. But I want to hit on these fuel prices a little bit more. Like I'm telling you guys, if you own a trucking business or if you dispatch for a trucking business, if you keep looking into the fuel prices, that's not going to help anything for your business. You're doing your business a great harm. What you want to do in your business, don't look at what's taking money out of your pocket. You need to focus your attention on increase, on profit, revenue. How can you make more money? You want to focus your attention on increase, on making more money. So if your fuel prices, they're going to keep going up. They're going to keep rising. I don't see them coming down anytime soon. But what you need to do is focus on making more money. In business, that's always the answer. Revenue, increase your revenue. So I got one question here from a subscriber on the channel. She's asking, do you charge when a load needs to get pushed to the next day? I'm having trouble with my driver constantly asking me to push the delivery date to the next day. And because I'm new, I only charge what they deliver. Should I charge them anything for the change of delivery? So Sydney, there's a couple of things when I'm reading your post here. For one, you're asking, should you charge them anything when they change the delivery date? But judging off what you're saying already, you're dealing with the truck driver that keeps pushing his own delivery back, wasting his time and money, and we already have high fuel prices. This is the type of stuff I'm talking about right here. Because what this truck driver is doing is taking revenue from his own pockets. So he should have never complained about, I hope this isn't a driver out there complaining about fuel prices. But as a dispatcher, I don't think you're going to be able to charge a fee for them changing the date to the next day, because if they're changing their own date, if you charge a fee, if you send them an invoice over to charge for a fee for that, I don't see them paying it. Why would they pay that invoice? So for me, for one, I wouldn't be working with a driver like this because it's taken away from my own efficiency. And that's something you have to realize in this business. If you're dealing with a truck driver that's taken away from your own ability to make money, that's ruining your business. And you need to find better customers than that. So you have to really vet your customers. Just don't take on anyone. But it has been times where I have had a driver similar to this. So, and this is just in the beginning, I wouldn't do this at all now. I wouldn't wind up in this situation, but I want to shed some light on this with you guys, so the same thing doesn't happen to you. But for one, I believe this driver, I don't know if he's a company driver or owner operator, but the first thing I would do is give the driver some mentorship, and I let the driver know firmly that he's ruining his own business. He could be making a lot more money, but switching these delivery dates to the next day. If it's a real issue, why he has to do that, but it seems like it's happening all the time. So I don't believe it's something the driver can't control. He needs to be out there delivering loads. Truck drivers that make a lot of money in this industry, they're not wasting time. They're never canceling any loads. All the truck drivers that I have that make a lot of money, what they're doing, they're not canceling loads. They're calling the shipper before they get there and just making sure everything's lined up, making sure the shipper is open and has the manpower to get that load off that trailer, because that truck driver wants that load off his trailer and he wants to be on his way to pick up another load. That's the only way you're going to make money in this industry, especially when fuel prices are high. So I would talk to your driver about that. And if you talk to him, if he doesn't want to agree, come up with some solution, how he can have that load delivered on time, I would stop dispatching for this driver. So this is a perfect example, for you guys, if you already haven't figured out by this video about if you should start your freight dispatch business now with fuel prices being so high. This is a perfect example of why you should start your freight dispatch business now. I get it. Some of you might think you shouldn't start the business now because you're charging a percentage of what the truck driver makes, and fuel prices have risen dramatically in the last few weeks here. I think diesel's like over $5.50 a gallon in some places. But the thing that you need to remember, that's why you need to start your business now, because some owner operators are new. They don't know what areas to go to for good loads. Some people have started trucking businesses and put a company driver in their truck, and this person that she's describing, this driver could be a company driver. And some people start trucking businesses, hire a driver, put them in a truck, and pretty much let the driver run the company. Let the driver ask for another day to deliver a load, and they'll let them sit up there and do it day after day after day after day. And then you'll see that trucking company fail, go out of business, and they'll blame it on high fuel prices. Like, get out of here. No, it's not the answer. You always look for every way within your business to increase revenue. You know, sitting here talking about the fuel prices every day, no one's going to change these fuel prices. The only way that you're going to decrease fuel prices in your business is to increase revenue. Another reason you guys need to know that this is absolutely the best time to start this business. The reason why it's the best time to start this business is the same reason why it was the best time when I started this business years ago. When I first heard about this business, when I seen the opportunity to open this business, and I looked at it, I said, this business is a low startup cost business. It doesn't take a lot of money to get into this business. It's a low monthly overhead type business. You don't have to spend a lot of money per month to run and operate this business. Also, this business, you have the ability to work from anywhere. It doesn't matter. As long as you have your cell phone, you can run your entire company from your cell phone. And fourth, last but not least, you have the ability to scale. You know, so with dispatching, the more trucks you bring in under your company and dispatch them for yourself, you can make a lot of money. Dispatching, you can make a lot of money. About a semi truck usually can make around like $12,000 per week, and that's always going to increase because the rates are going to increase. And that's another one. The rates will always increase. As inflation increases, rates will increase. So the whole idea of business is to be in a business that increases with inflation. You want to ride the same wave as inflation. Don't fight against it. You know, don't fight against it. Ride the wave with inflation. So just not truck dispatching, but what I would look to do is I would look to form businesses with those four main characteristics that I've previously said. Look to form those type businesses, and also businesses that are going to increase in profit as inflation increases. That's very, very important to know right now. With one truck making $12,000 per week, if you charge 8%, that's $960 per week you can be making off of one truck. You times that times 5, you're going to have $4,800 in one single week. So like I tell you guys, this is a business I started when I was still in my full-time job. I was there trying to dodge my supervisors and managers just to get my business started. And really that's what I did. I started making a lot of money at my full-time job. I started making like boatloads of money at my job. And then I realized that if I quit my job and just focus on my business, I can make a lot more money. So that's what I did. I quit my job, focused on my business, made a lot more money, started to bring in more clients. I put more energy, more time into marketing, because I know with this business, the only thing I had to do was scale it. I seen how much money I made for myself and by myself, and I could work from anywhere. So then being a businessman, of course, the bright idea comes into my mind that I can just hire other people to work for me as contractors, pay them a percentage, and they can also work from anywhere. And I don't have to pay for an office and different things for these employees. So very, very low overhead type business. So, you know, and you can still plenty of money in this business. Trucks are in demand. Truck drivers are in demand. That means you're in demand. Dispatchers are in demand. So if I were you, I would put a lot of work, a lot of hustle into it in the beginning of this business, so you can work yourself out of a job like I did. I didn't want to only stay dispatching forever. You know, I wanted to work myself out. So I hired other people to work for me. And some of these people I've never seen before. Just people I've met online and things like that. And I've hired them to work for me. So if you can make $4,800 a week just with 5 trucks yourself, you know, think about when you want to take your workload down to 2 or 3 trucks, you know, just take it easy. Just make about $900 and something a week off of those 2 or 3 trucks each. But then you have one dispatcher with 5 trucks, and you're paying that dispatcher, you know, 5%, and you're keeping 3%. You see what I'm saying? That dispatcher's dispatching 5 trucks, and you have another dispatcher also dispatching 5 trucks. You pay that dispatcher 5%. You keep the 3% profit from those 5 trucks. 3% profit you would be making off of your contractors. Basically, they would be making that for you. You would pay them 5%. You would make 3%. With that 3% from 5 trucks, that's $1,800 per week. That's $1,800 that you can make off of someone else doing the work for you. See, now the wheels should begin to turn in your head. And this is a time where you can still make plenty of money in this industry. You just got to match up everything together, which I'm explaining to you in the video. So I would put in a lot of work, do your marketing, get customers, and hire contractors to work for you. Like I said, you can be making $1,800 a week just off of every dispatcher who's working for you. You just have to have the knowledge and the hustle. And then taking it a step further, those profits, you have to reinvest your profits. Even the profits that you make off of your contractors, reinvest that profit. So now you're making passive income. Passive income is the key. That's really what you want to make. You want to make passive income. So now you have contractors working for you. You're making passive income. And then what I would suggest, take that money that you're making passively and reinvest it into something else. You're going to keep flipping this. Now, this is when things are going to start adding up for you quickly. This is how you can go from broke to wealthy very, very quickly with the right hustle and with the right knowledge. If you guys need anything, if you need any freight dispatch training, make sure you go to my website, AntoineWest.biz. What I've done with my trainings, with my Airbnb training, with my cryptocurrency training, I have basically built a system, and I'm teaching you guys that system, So if you want to make a lot of money in this industry, you can get ahead of the rest of the dispatch businesses, and this is how you do it. When you get in here, like I said, you reinvest your profits, and that's going to give you more money once you reinvest your profits, that's going to give you even more profit to reinvest into marketing, into your business.